Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and keep this video I like her. Let's go start now. Golden State Warriors unable to cope without Steph Curry as they tumble out of playoffs. After a first-round victory, the Golden State Warriors lost their legendary superstar Stephen Curry, and without him, were unable to pull off an upset against the Minnesota Timberwolves. A disappointing end to what could have been an amazing season. The playoff run at a glance. Even though they finished 7th in the Western Conference and were denied a direct place in the playoffs by losing their final regular season game, everyone knew that the Golden State Warriors would be a tough nut to crack in the postseason. This was confirmed in the play-in round, with a commanding victory over the Memphis Grizzlies to set up a series with the Houston Rockets, the surprise runners-up in the West. It was a high-octane series, which the Warriors dominated at first, leading 3-1. They were then drawn into a totally unexpected Game 7, but they put their experience to good use, thwarting the Rockets and benefiting from an unexpectedly stellar performance from Buddy Hield, who scored 33 points. Steve Kerr's men went into their conference semifinal against the Minnesota Timberwolves with a 50-50th chance. Unfortunately, although they won Game 1 with some early momentum, they lost Steph Curry. Their leader and superstar suffered a hamstring injury, and from then on, it was not certain that he would feature again in the series. Game 6 was put forward as a possible return date, but they still had to get there. The problem was that, without their superstar, the Warriors completely fell apart. 4 games and 4 wins for the Wolves, without playing any exceptional basketball, but exploiting the lack of confidence and shortcomings of a Golden State team without its leader. No reaction, no soul, no leaders. The season was complicated, but looked set to end on a high. It was not to be. We will see them next year, but in what condition? The disappointments of the series loss. Was Jimmy Butler really up to scratch? Recruited at the trade deadline to become Steph Curry's sidekick, playoff Jimmy put up respectable stats, even improving on his regular season numbers, 19.2 points per game compared to 17.9. But deprived of their leader, he was expected to take the franchise on his shoulders and lead it to success, as he did with the Miami Heat in 2023. But that was not to be, as he only went over 30 points once, and while he did bring the hustle, he could have done more. But in terms of leadership, it's impossible not to mention Draymond Green. Incessant, unnecessary fouls, and limited impact on his team's play. Like the others, he disappeared at the same time as Curry did. With Hield not always consistent, and the supporting cast not always stepping up, despite being 37 years old and having missed almost half the games, Steph Curry was still the Warriors' best player during these playoffs. The future for an aging team. Steph Curry is 37 and Jimmy Butler is 35. Between them, they will cost over $113 million next season and almost $120 million in 2026/27. Draymond Green's contract will also expire in 2 years, so that's all the Warriors have left to try and win one last ring. With $164 million committed next season, Golden State still has room to recruit, but that won't do them any good if their leaders don't stay healthy. A true quality backup point guard could therefore be a priority, but the Warriors also need reinforcements in the front court, where they suffered in the playoffs. Rejuvenating this aging squad will be complicated. Nevertheless, with its 2 leaders, Golden State can attract some quality players, but probably more veterans looking for a ring. It didn't work out with Chris Paul, and the management will no doubt have to make a choice to maximize the last periods of the career of Steph Curry.